Current media discussions have formed the basis for the themes presented in this video. Here you can also see graphics created with artificial intelligence technique. Sharing what we have learned is the driving force of this video. Our greatest hope is that this video finds a meaningful plus for you. Also, this is a speculation about the 2025 Fiat Cronos. Forecast for 2025 Fiat Cronos, a sedan strategically positioned and predominantly marketed in Latin America, with a focus on Argentina and Brazil, is undergoing a major mid-cycle refresh to improve its appeal and competitiveness among its core consumers. The 2025 model year update is expected to improve exterior design, safety features, cabin technology, and possibly add a more powerful and efficient engine to meet a wider range of consumer preferences and driving needs. The model was designed for the Latin American automotive market, so its availability and formal commercialization in the European market are expected to be limited to individual imports rather than Fiat's standard European model portfolio. In powertrain configurations, the 2025 Fiat Cronos is expected to continue its reliable and locally adapted petrol engines, with flex fuel capabilities for both gasoline and domestically produced ethanol in Brazil. The well-established and fuel-prudent 1.0-liter Firefly engine, which produces 55 kW, 75 horsepower, when fueled by ethanol in the Brazilian market, will likely remain the entry-level engine option. Rising in performance, the 1.3-liter Firefly engine is expected to continue its role as a key engine choice, producing 73 kilowatts, 99 horsepower, when using gasoline and 79 kilowatts, 107 horsepower, when using ethanol. Recent reports have suggested that this 1.3-liter engine may be slightly recalibrated for the 2025 model year, possibly reducing its torque output to improve fuel efficiency or reduce emissions. The 1.0-liter turbocharged engine, internally designated T200, is a promising development for the 2025 model year. This more modern and powerful engine, already successfully integrated into other Fiat models in Latin America, such as the stylish Pulse and the sleek fastback sport utility vehicles, is expected to give the Cronos lineup a more spirited performance, with power output figures of 92-97 kW, 120-130 horsepower. This addition would appeal to buyers who value better driving dynamics, acceleration, and responsiveness. For those who prefer a more direct and tactile connection with the vehicle's mechanical underpinnings, the 2025 Cronos will offer a 5-speed manual gearbox and a more refined and convenient CVT, continuously variable transmission, automatic. The CVT is expected to be the only transmission pairing for the more powerful 1.3-liter engine and the newly introduced 1.0-liter turbocharged engine, ensuring seamless and efficient power delivery across the engine's operational range. The entire 2025 Cronos model range is expected to remain front-wheel drive FWD, in line with Latin American compact sedan consumer preferences and market trends, where front-wheel drive is preferred for its fuel efficiency, cost-effectiveness, and traction in typical driving scenarios. For 2025, the less popular GSR automated manual transmission is unlikely to be a main transmission option. The 2025 Fiat Cronos is expected to have a similar spatial footprint to the current model, ensuring its continued practicality and suitability for Latin American urban driving environments. The sedan's longitudinal dimension is expected to be 4.36 meters, which strikes a balance between providing comfortable interior space for passengers and cargo while remaining maneuverable for city streets and parking. The wheelbase, which affects rear passenger compartment longitudinal space and ride comfort, is expected to remain at 2.52 meters. The 2025 Cronos lateral dimension, or width, is likely to be 1.72 meters, ensuring stable handling and a comfortable cabin. The sedan S8 is expected to be 1.52 meters, preserving its sleek, aerodynamic profile. The Fiat Cronos 525-liter luggage compartment has been a standout feature, and the 2025 model is expected to continue this trend. The Cronos large trunk makes it ideal for families, people who frequently transport luggage or equipment, and those who value a sedan's cargo hauling capabilities. The 2025 Fiat Cronos interior design and appointment are expected to improve, with a focus on improving the cabin's perceived quality of materials and integrating more modern technological features to meet modern automotive consumers' expectations. Higher trim levels of the facelift model should have a more prominent and user-friendly 10.1-inch central touchscreen infotainment system. This upgraded system may offer seamless wireless connectivity for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, allowing drivers to seamlessly integrate their smartphones for navigation, communication, media streaming, and access to a variety of compatible apps while driving. Technology updates may include a 7-inch Connect multimedia system with improved functionality, a more intuitive user interface, and expanded connectivity options tailored to a wider range of consumer needs in lower to mid-range trim levels. In addition, subtle trim enhancements throughout the cabin are expected to create a more refined and modern cabin atmosphere, adding quality and sophistication.
Design and engineering refinements for the 2025 Fiat Cronos should prioritize safety. In the competitive Latin American automotive market, safety features are becoming increasingly important, so higher trim levels of the facelift Cronos are expected to offer a more comprehensive and robust suite of safety technologies, including the significant reintroduction of 4 airbags, including frontal and side airbags for the driver and front passenger. Recent reports suggest that this enhanced airbag configuration will become standard on all 2025 Cronos models in the Argentine market, significantly improving safety standards for the model in this crucial region. The 2025 Cronos model range is expected to include basic safety features like the anti-lock braking system, which prevents wheel lockup during abrupt or emergency braking, and the electronic stability program, which actively assists drivers in maintaining directional control of the vehicle, especially during difficult driving maneuvers or when encountering. These foundational safety systems are expected to be standard, but more advanced driver assistance features, such as autonomous emergency braking systems or blind spot monitoring, may only be offered in the upper trim levels for the 2025 model year. The 2025 Fiat Cronos will get a noticeable facelift to improve its appearance in a competitive sedan segment. A redesigned front grille, which often defines the brand's identity, updated headlight units, with the possibility of incorporating more energy-efficient and stylistically contemporary full LED lighting technology on higher trim levels to improve nighttime visibility and impart a more premium aesthetic, and meticulously crafted front and rear bumper assemblies are expected. The redesigned front grille is expected to feature the updated Fiat brand logo, indicating the model's alignment with the brand's evolving visual identity. Based on market dynamics, automotive industry trends, and initial sightings of the 2025 Fiat Cronos in specific regions, the following pricing and market release timeline can be reasonably estimated. The pricing strategy in Argentina, where the Fiat Cronos is popular as a locally manufactured vehicle, is expected to reflect the design and feature updates and the country's economic conditions, including inflation's impact on production costs and retail pricing. Since mid-April 2025, the entry-level 2025 Fiat Cronos 1.3L trim has been priced around 23,055,000 Argentine pesos. Higher trim levels with more features and possibly the new turbocharged engine are expected to cost more, possibly ranging from 27 million Argentine pesos to 29 million Argentine pesos or more for the most fully equipped variants. In Brazil, another important and high-volume market for the Fiat Cronos, the base 2025 model is expected to start at 98,990 Brazilian reais, with higher specification trim levels potentially costing 117,990 Brazilian reais or more. The new and more powerful 1.0-liter turbocharged engine is expected to play a role in the pricing strategy, potentially raising the top-tier Cronos variants' prices to reflect their improved performance and features. The Latin American release of the 2025 Fiat Cronos appears to be staggered. As of mid-April 2025, the facelift model has begun to appear at Fiat dealerships in Argentina, suggesting a soft launch or early availability. The updated model's specifications, pricing across all trim levels, and wider availability in key Latin American markets like Argentina and Brazil are expected to be announced in the late second and third quarters of 2025. The Fiat Cronos's primary market and design for Latin Americans make a widespread release and official marketing in Europe unlikely. The Fiat Cronos would likely be limited to individual imports by enthusiasts or those with specific import requirements, and they would be much more expensive than their Latin American counterparts due to import duties, taxes, and compliance with European vehicle regulations.